Hello guys, welcome to the Trading Focus once again. Hope everyone is doing good. This is pre-market analysis, but we are going to go through back to review everything that we did, every trade that we took from this last week. So remember guys, before you take a trade, you need to analyze the market. After analyzing the market, you know some areas where you need the price to reach from, so then you can take a trade from those areas. So after that, waiting for the price, reach your areas, wait for the confirmation and entry to enter for buy or sell in the market. Those are the things that you have to do first. Secondly, you need to make sure that you do not over trading or over risking. You need to make sure that there are some, how many trades are you going to take per day? Like for example, if we have an entry from gold, you need to go with just 2 positions. Then after that, set your profit from the areas where we found TP1s and TP2. Sometimes depends on how the market is moving. So remember also, if the market moves against your direction, you need to close at least less loss than you expect to be losing from your stop loss. So if you can do that, you cannot blow your account, you can stay disciplined even if some weeks are not good, but still you're going to be a better trader. So let me start with that. So let's go back from gold. This is where we started from, and this was from Sunday when the market was still closed. So we're expecting the market to continue moving up. So what happened, the market got downside, means that we didn't get a confirmation for the price to move to the upside. So we had to change the analysis. So from there, that's where we got a trade from Monday. We did take a trade from this area. The market moved up and we did take profit from this area. TP1 securing profit, TP2 securing profit, TP3 from this area. I think we didn't get there. I will check for you from there on the chart. That's why we are going to talk about all these trades that we did take from last week. Okay, so now we started from here, and before we start from this one, I'm gonna go back and check from the screenshot that we did take from the trading focus community. So you can see all those trades that we did take. The market moved up, we did take profit, TP1 and TP2. We continue to trade. You can see that rejected from this area, break even from this area. I had in 3 trades from here. When the market moved down, it was still have 1 trade, so that's where I closed everything from, because the market wasn't still be moving to the upside. That's why we had to wait from around these areas. So from there, the market, this is where I took a trade from. This is where I closed the TP1, a TP2 from this area. So I closed the last one from this one. So we continued, the market moved downside. We tried to enter from this area, but we did take a loss. After that, that's where the market, we tried to use a sell stop from this area, got activated, but then the market moved upside. We did take a loss from this trade. Okay, the next, now this was also from Monday. So the market decided to move upside. So what happened? During New York session, we decided, okay, now we are going to take a buy. Okay, so I did take a buy. We did take a buy, guys. I shared this or this. And then what happened? The market moved overnight and then we got to this target. So this is a very, very big profit from this last week. So that's why you have to stay disciplined in the market and wait for the price to come into your position so that you can take profit. So then I'm gonna go on the chart and try explain what happened. So this was a trade one. We did take it from this area when the market got downside. So we did take a trade from this area, anticipating the market to move upside. Remember, we did take 2 trades from around this area. That's why I took 3 trades. We did take a trade from this area, TP1 from this area, TP2 from this area. We're expecting the market to target this area, but it didn't happen. That's where we closed, and you have to make sure that you check from how the price is moving. When the price is moving against you, you can see from the candlesticks so that you can set your profit and make sure that you're out of the market and wait for the next opportunity. So you can see how the market moved down. This is the setup that we were talking about. We tried to take a sell here. It didn't happen. So then after that, in the New York session, we did take a buy from this area. We hold overnight. Then the market moved to this area. We did take a profit. So even here, this was also another trade that we did take. Then this was on Tuesday. That's where the market was around this area. Remember, we did take a buy from this area, and even another entry was from this area to someone even who didn't take a trade. So the market moved up. Our first target was from this area, the previous rejection. You can see it from this area. So then the market reached from this area to the target. So now we're expecting a bullish continuation, because you can see these are all the previous rejection we got from the high. You can see from this one, from this one. Then we're expecting to continue moving upside, anticipating the market to continue in the same direction even from the higher time frame. Remember, we did check from there. The market was still in the uptrend. So now this was a higher high. We're expecting the market to continue with the higher low from this area so that we can continue moving up. So it didn't happen. We did move downside. We got this was maybe an employment claim, I don't remember well. So the market moved down. We struggled from this one. So this was from the New York session. So after this, in the morning, yes, the next morning on Wednesday, this one, Thursday, was it Thursday? I think it was Thursday. So what happened was, yes, this was Thursday. So what happened, Thursday, Friday, today? No, this was Wednesday. So what happened, the market moved up. You can see from this area, this was a buying entry. If we can make a adjustment from this area, we did take a buy and targeting at least from around this area and to continue even above this area as the higher high. So the market rejected from around this area. This was a TP1 and started moving downside. That's where we had to close, secure profit from this area TP1, and make sure that as the price continue moving downside, you have to make sure that you manage risk. So what happened? The market moved down, started creating lower lows and lower high. So from this area, I think we did take a sell from around this area, anticipating the market to continue moving down. Yes, we did continue moving down, but our stop loss was out of the market. So then after that, the market moved downside. Remember, this was a sell. I think we didn't share this sell. So we're expecting to reach to this area so that we can activate from the by balancing this area. This was a demand. So the market moved down from this area. We are waiting for buy from this area. Remember, we woke up from Thursday. Yes. Then the market was from around this area. We took a buy. Also, we got a rejection from the high. We also took another buy. Another buy also from this area. You can check those trades from your that's where shared from the community chat. You can check from there. So the market started moving downside. So this is what happened also again. We're expecting the market to make adjustment to this area. So we moved downside. We reacted from this area. We started moving up. We did take a buy from this area, anticipating the market to go back to the upside. So it didn't happen. We moved downside, hit our stop loss. We did take a loss from this trade, and then the market continued moving downside. What we had to do this time, we had to wait from the downside. So the market moved down from Thursday. It was so crazy. So we made an equal low from this area also again. Okay, this was the second time. So on Friday, we woke up when the market was moving upside. So from this area, we created some kind of new structure for the price to continue moving upside. You can see from these candlesticks. So we did take a loss from this buy also again, and then the market was moving down. We are waiting to be taking a buy from this area. This area was a demand, so we didn't take this trade because there was no confirmation. So after that, I didn't share any setup again because the market was crazy, moving up and down. So I just stayed away and decided to wait until Monday. So these are all around 12 trades from the last week. So you can see that we did win around 8 trades, and 4 trades was the losses. So even if you try to enter from the other positions, remember you have to wait for the confirmation. That's why for the next week, guys, you need to make sure that you understand what we are trying to take from trading in the market. If we share a chart in the community, just make sure that you ask the questions, you share your ideas about what do you think of the setup, instead of just entering in the market without getting a confirmation and from the other members of the group are making profit. So that's how you need to know how to use your community. So now we did take also other trades from GJ, guys. Remember, we have some member who we called Robert. Robert did take this trade we shared from GJ. Yes, it was from GJ. Let me check from okay, let me check it from here. So the trade was from this area, guys. Okay, we did also move down. So the trade was from this area, guys. So we did this trade from GBP USD, GBP Japanese yen. Okay, so buy from this area, anticipating the market to go back to the upside from where we're expecting to be taking a sell from. You can see. So we got to the target. Then after that, we did take also another trade from around this area, where 2 trades from GJ. So if you missed this trade and struggle from gold, you should be maybe try to make sure that where we have a clear setup, you can take a trade from the other pairs. So from here, this was a setup of today. I didn't say it. I'm sorry about this one. And I was trying to avoid, maybe there are some traders who did take some more trades and then lose money in the market, who we try to risk and enter the market. If maybe the market goes against your direction, so will be a problem. That's why I didn't share this trade. So I'm gonna predict from gold, guys. I will share also as a screenshot from GBP USD, Euro USD, BTC, GBP Japanese yen. I will share the screenshot, but I'm gonna now analyze from gold. Okay, so guys, remember, apart from gold, we focus on GJ, GU, Euro USD, and even BTC. So even you can ask from the other pairs. So gold, what are we expecting from Monday when the market open? So let's start also from the higher time frame also again. Let's start this time from daily time frame. Okay, so now the market is moving down. When you see from the low, an area which is very important is from this area. This is a demand area. So this candlestick is our focus to make a reaction from, so that maybe the market can go back to the upside. But before we get to this area, we need to check and see what do we really have from where the market is now. Okay, so the previous high that we have is from this area. Checking from the lower time frame, for our time frame, I'm still checking from this candlestick. So you can see this was the previous low that we have. We made a multiple rejection from this area when we were moving upside. So you can see that as long as the market is moving down, we are looking for sell to make an equal low from this area. You can see that we made some kind of rejection from this one, but we need a stronger confirmation. with the market structure, double tops from this area, inverse head and shoulders from this area, so that we can expect the market to go back to the upside. So then 1 hour time frame, you can see that we reacted from this area, the previous rejections, but we cannot trust that. If we can move upside from now the market is closed, okay, so from Monday when the market opened, we can expect to make a reaction from this area so that we can go back to the downside from here, so that we can start looking for the market structure from this area so that we can move back to the upside. That's what I'm looking for. Even if we can break above this area, continue moving to this area, maybe we can start react from this area to go back to the downside, or around this area to go for sale so that we can buy from this area. So let's focus on this, the first setup. From this one, we can take a sell, anticipating the market to move down to this area so that we can go back to the upside. But this time we are not targeting the previous highs. We need to make sure that, okay, let me clean everything so that we can also talk about that. Okay, go back. So now, if we get a confirmation to buy from this area, this is what we're gonna be looking for. Remember, this is the previous high as a supply area to be taking a sell from. So if we can first make a high from this area or continue from this area, so what I'm gonna be looking for is that we are creating a structure to confirm that we are going back to the upside. Okay, higher high to the higher low, then we take a buy, anticipating the market to go back to this area. So that's where we can make a reaction. Maybe we can go back to the downside, but we first need to target this area instead of expecting the market to go back to this area. So let's just focus on that. If we get that confirmation from Monday, we are going to be taking this buy from this area, anticipating the market to continue moving upside. Or if the market first make a tracement from this area, we are going to be looking for sell, anticipating the market to react from this area so that we can wait for the confirmation to go back to the upside. So that's what I can say from gold, guys, and I will share other screenshots from the other pairs, or maybe tomorrow, because this video is now from when the market is closed. We are on Saturday. We started Saturday, yes. So that's why maybe I'm gonna create also another pre-market analysis on GBP USD, GJ Euro USD, and BTC. If I do not get a time for that, I will make sure that you have all the screenshots so that you can even ask some questions. You need to ask some questions, guys. Okay. So thank you so much for your time. Until next time, take care and be safe.